Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Tommy O'Brien, coming to you live from TFNN just after 3 p.m. Eastern Time on Monday, coming into a shortened trading week. Markets closed on Thursday, half day on Friday. We're not going to be here on Friday. One of the few days that we're not here when we get the live. We'll be in the Tigers Den, though. I'm usually in the Tigers Den on those days. Maybe eating some leftover turkeys, but we got three full trading days, and the market taking advantage of it on Monday as the S&P's up 1.5%. There's your weekly. Let's put it on a daily because, boy, back to a weekly for a moment. How about that? Volume that we had selling. And the market, it's going to be a shortened trading week, and we're going to get some light volume, but we got a bounce going, and it's decent. In terms of that acceleration, the volume we had on Friday, today, 1.2 million. Thursday, 2.8 million. Friday, 2.4. So we're a little bit light on the volume on the S&Ps. Boy, you look at this rally in the NASDAQ. How about all of it back, right? 1,300 points down, 1,000 points up. Today, 500,000 contracts versus 900,000 on Friday and almost a million the day before. It's Thanksgiving week, right? Jump over the Dow, up 228 points, up 0.5%. Check out the Dow. You see that channel? Breaking below that channel in terms of where we were in July. October, slight break. We've caught a bid. Friday's acceleration, decent volume. But not quite what we did on Thursday. Jump over to yields, Fed in focus. Whether you're talking about rate cut expectations, but seems like the Fed, they're focusing back in on December. Seems like they weren't going to focus in on it. Now they're focusing back in. The market, they're not sure, but volatility. But nonetheless, you get the 10-year right now. Higher price. We got 4.04. 4.04, the yield on the 10-year. Your dollar right now, bumping up against 100. That was your last week acceleration. There's your daily. How about that move on Thursday? Right, still above 100. 100.15 on the dollar. And yeah, gold catching a bit as well. 41.20, up by $40. 1% on gold. You jump over to silver right now. That was quite a spike on silver with some volume on Friday. And yeah, you're going to be a little bit light today as well. But some of these gold equities, we had a nice pullback, especially take a look at the weekly. You look at the highs, some of the light pullbacks. You know, if the market is thinking, as they are, okay, and we can all be surprised December 10th, they're dealing with light data. Remarkable how they're going to get that data afterwards, right? You're going to get the jobs number December 16th. I believe you're going to get the inflation data December 18th. Their decision's December 10th. They got to make a decision with the information they've had. They've said it many times. Excuse me. And right now, the market's thinking that they're going to be pushed back to a cut. And when you pull up the odds, in terms of yeah, 81%. We check it often, and it just keeps climbing. 81% chance the market pricing in right now with swaps that you're looking at a Fed cut. Only a 19% chance they stay put. You go out to January, and about a 65% chance that we're there. Look how quickly. There's a 21% chance that we get two cuts by then. But that market, you talk about fluid as the market tries to figure out where we go. But nonetheless, pressure on lower rates. You're going to get a new Fed chair. As time marches on, imagine, it's Thanksgiving now. A week from today is December 1st. Black Friday sales are going on right now. Okay, let's jump around. Look at Amazon today, up 2.6%. Participating to the upside. Amazon's been a dog lately, that's for sure. From 258 down to 216. We'll see. We're going to be light on volume. You know, it's Thanksgiving week. Microsoft shares right now up 0.5%. Yeah, look at AMD. Well, look at the volume on these. Thursday and Friday, AMD 66 million and 67 million. We've done 29 million. Ugh. I need a little bit more emphasis than that. Check in on the big dog, NVIDIA, up by 1.8%. Look at that volume on Thursday and Friday, man. Whew. That's some remarkable trading. You combine it with today and the NASDAQ 100. Look at Google. Now that's a nice volume profile. It just keeps going. We got almost 45 minutes left to go in the day. Google's up 6.2%. Look at this thing. From 140 to 320. You got a few red weeks sprinkled in there, but look at that acceleration last week. Now you're going to do nothing like that. Even on today, you did 185 million last week. Hey, we've already done 34 million. Look at this. I mean, by the end of the day, depending how volume comes in, you're going to be right up there with the volume this thing did on Friday, on Tuesday. Google, relentlessly positive. Meta, up by 3.5%. That's been under some heat. All right, folks, stay tuned. S&P's up 102, NASDAQ up by 634. We're coming back talking to Steve Rhodes from Mastering Probability, The Trader's Edge. Be right back, folks.